Hi Dad, here we are. This is my life story number 4, I think. So a lot of the strange things have been going on throughout all of this. We've had the pandemic, so but now the lockdown rules have changed, so we've just met up on your leisurely walk down to the church, which is next door to where I live. So let's catch up on a few things. A few things were brought up about your toy making skills when we were kids, Dad. Lorraine said about the puppet theatre and the puppets you used to make, and also the shows you used to put on for the kids in the street.
Right.
So yeah, so you've made puppets, puppet theatres, stilts, go-karts, made up old bikes, train sets. What else am I missing? Boats. Yeah, but like these you got something there from Polly Penco where you used to work, and what is it? It's about a stilt race.
This is called a Polychat magazine,
Yeah.
1972,
Yeah,
dated, and in it there's an article. I used to make stilts, as I mentioned,
yeah,
and we decided to have a stilt race
Right.
At work in the car park. And I'll read it out what it says. It says, here's one they missed at Munich, the final of the three-legged hop, skip and blast. Norman Punter, inspection, finished a thick pullover behind Ernie Young's machine shop, who took the gold. The bronze went to Pete Squirrel machine shop, who finished soon after lunch.
after
There's a
lunch.
picture.
Yeah, if show it up and I zoom in.
There's a picture
Hold it
of
there,
us
and
with the
I'll
stilt
zoom
race
into
in the
it.
car park.
If not, we'll bring it up. We can show it in another one.
Which
You
was
can sort of see it a
1972.
bit, yeah. But I'll show it on another one when we can actually get a bit closer. Yeah, that looks good. So you made loads of stilts for even my friends and stuff in the street, didn't you? Go-karts.
Yeah.
I think we were in a bit of competition with the Broughtons over the road with go-karts, because they were
Yeah.
always into go-karts. But these puppet shows Lorraine was on about, Dad. So what made you start deciding to do puppets and entertaining us like that?
I just found it quite interesting. The kids used to love it because nobody else would do it.
No.
The kids used to come out and to watch the puppet show. I just enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all that sort of stuff, I can remember like having, we getting all old bike parts and building bikes. Steve was always very good at building bikes, so we used to do that a lot, didn't we? And sort of
Yeah.
make bikes and stuff, and go-karts. I think you might have even attempted a skateboard, actually, making a skateboard before as well. I'm sure you
Yeah,
did.
that's right. Yeah.
So, but I don't think I was having that, to be honest.
Chris Steve was very good on the skateboard.
He was.
Really good on it.
Yeah.
He could do turns and all sorts on his.
I remember that time when I was doing my paper rounds on a skateboard, and the guy who ran the post office next door, it went into the middle of the road and he drove over it and snapped it and was trying to get our money back off him. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I think we did get it in the end, reluctantly. So all right, so because we're back in a lockdown, so we, as I say, we've met up for your exercise, and well done, and keep safe and keep your distance, Dad, and stuff. So we're in the church grounds, which is St Nicholas Church, which is next door to where I live. So if we walk around, maybe talk about what you think about what's going on in the world with the pandemic and COVID-19 and stuff. So should we have a walk around and get your exercise in? But this is going to be a bit of a quick one, I think, today. So this is going to be quite hard. So if you go in front, Dad, and then well, I'll try and get you from the side. I don't think this is going to work, is it? We'll try and walk round. A lot of in this, actually, we're coming up to Remembrance Day, which is the 7th, isn't it? Is it the 7th? Anyway, it's Wednesday. It's coming up, and there's a lot here. Carry on walking, Dad. There's a lot of soldiers from World War I that are actually in here, but they didn't actually die. Here, come over here. Look, there's a couple down here, Dad. You go in front. You keep walking. Walk to the one just there. See where the poppies are. Look, there's a lot of Belgian soldiers in here, which is like to do with, but they didn't die. They didn't die in in action. They died of the Spanish flu, strangely enough. But I was talking to a veteran when he was in here, laying the poppies and stuff, and he was the one who told me, which is a bit similar to today, isn't it? With
you saw him lay these poppies, did you?
last year that was, and that's how I know. Like most of the soldiers in here died of the Spanish flu and not in action.
Yeah.
Which is quite unusual, which is a bit like the times we're in today. No one knows how bad it is. How bad do you think it is?
Well, I said that someone just compared it with a war, but it's nothing like as bad as the war. Nothing like as bad.
What,
I mean,
like?
we lived in absolute fear all the time during the war.
Yeah.
Even me, you know, I was only 2 when the war broke out, but
Oh, Dad, hang on.